Hi, my name is Alpesh Parikh and thank you for taking time out and listening to this audio video note. I was born in an average income family, however being the youngest and the only son of the three siblings, I was the most pampered one. I did my schooling from St. Xavier's High School, Loyola Hall, my civil engineering from Birla Vishwakarma Mahavidyalaya and my post-graduation course from Harvard Business School, almost 15 years after completing my engineering. The right opportunity and money to support this opportunity took a while to come in my life. As a child, I was a happy-go-lucky kid with average in my studies. During my 4 years of engineering, I transformed from a kid in a cocoon to a young man. Having come from a protected environment, I had never seen the real world. Words like acquaintance, just friends were alien to me. For the first time, I saw and experienced people using me for money at times, then emotional needs at other. If nothing else, they would come and use my room as a party pad, leaving all the trash behind for me to clean in the morning. After completing my engineering, I wanted to study further, but life had something else in mind. I joined my dad Trilokbhai in our family business of real estate. All of a sudden, overnight, I became a clueless entrepreneur from a novice, carefree young student. Dad immediately on my joining ventured into construction as well, and I was entrusted to handle the project. Unfortunately for me, he never taught me anything, and with each passing day, my frustration kept building. I found myself being a site engineer to a draftsman to a bill checker to an accountant who would finally write the check. During that tenure, I also got engaged to Niyati. Life all of a sudden became too fast-paced but basically directionless. I was disillusioned and hurt because I just did not know what I was doing with it and there was no one to guide me. I was struggling on all counts with no real income and no clear path ahead. The only emotional solace I got was before my engagement confiding in my mother Sudhaben and my sisters Nehaben and Vaishuben. Later on, it were long talks with Niyati who stood rock solid with me. This struggle phase of being a loser was not for just few months or year, but went on for a good long 10 years. During this time, I also used to confide a lot with Mr. Anang Lalbhai, who was more like a mentor than being a co-brother. His patience hearing and kaleidoscopic view of my problems did help me a lot in shaping me as what I am today. Today, when I also look back, I'm in fact thankful to my dad that he pushed me in the ocean to define myself. I think had he not pushed me to define myself, I would have never learned so much, nor would I have been molded this way.
Like every human being, I too had my eureka moment when my dear friend Pranav suggested to me to start a golf club back in 2005. His idea stuck to me well since I was anyways into real estate and some construction, and this would be just an ideal progression. From this point in time, there was no looking back. Dad was more than equally supportive on this idea as well. Also, all those learning of last 10 years came in good. I exactly knew how to go about doing things from scratch. No shortcuts and get involved in everything. I found some great professionals also to work with who also were my mentors. Whereas late Colonel Bagga designed our golf course, Nimish Patel was our principal architect to the project. Gulmore happened like a dream, learning every step and then implementing it and bringing the best out of more than 14 consultants with whom I worked at one go. Today, after 12 years of starting Gulmore, it's a great feeling that we've established it as a landmark in the city of Ahmedabad. Gulmore has been a first in many things. First golf club in the city of Ahmedabad, first club to have a sporting facility with all sports under one roof, to being the first club to have been inaugurated by our then Chief Minister and our present Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi. Today, TripAdvisor ranks us at 4.5 stars, whereas an online travel portal, Tripoto, has Gulmore as one of the 8 getaways near Ahmedabad, the other 7 being public parks or historical monuments. The latest in recognition being an award in excellence for club amenities and services by 94.3 My FM. Today, Gulmore Greens as a project is spread across 400 acres of land, of which 75 acres is the club and the balance being real estate around it. My personal driving force or passion has been an ambition to keep learning and keep experimenting with new things while I keep things simple and easy. Everything that I do at work, I follow the basics. Shortcuts are an absolute no-no. I also keep telling my operations team led by Mr. Bapat to follow the same.
Second important way forward for me has been doing things for others than for myself. Every action at work is generally eccentric to the fact that how I or us as an organization add more value in someone else's life, however small that change could be. My own hobbies have kept changing with times, playing all types of sports when I was young to playing golf as a natural progression. I now prefer, however, spending more time with my growing up kids, Abhishek and Rhea. Whatever little time I have, I try to be around them, playing with them or understanding their growing up issues and seeing how Niyati and I can instill in them more humanity, more love and more passion, first for themselves and then for others around them. I also do try to take out time for an NGO that I run at Gulmore. We give free education, one meal and some learning to the children of all the laborers, sweepers and daily wagers who work for us. My dream is to one day see these kids growing up and working for some big organization as managers. My parting thoughts would be, have no limits to your ambition, courage to stand against all odds and a passion for whatever you do. Without this, you will never want to do this again repeatedly. Thank you and namaste.